Juan Ponce de Leon was a Spanish explorer who discovered Florida in 1513. He went searching for the Fountain of Youth. He named Florida La Florida because he discovered it on Easter Sunday. And in Spanish, Easter Sunday is said El Domingo de Pascua, Florida. This is a map of Ponce de Leon's travels. He went right around the Dominican Republic, through the Bahamas, and up into northern Florida. Alvar Núñez Cabeza de Vaca was shipwrecked on the Texas coast in 1528. He wandered for 6 years exploring parts of Texas, Kansas, and New Mexico. Then he was captured by Indians and lived as a slave and medicine man. He finally reached Mexico after walking thousands of miles. Francisco Vázquez de Coronado explored the southwestern part of the United States in 1540 through 1542. He was searching for the supposedly rich and prosperous 7 cities of Cibola, or 7 cities of gold. He discovered the Grand Canyon on his trip. Hernando de Soto was a fierce Spanish explorer who discovered the Mississippi River in 1541, in which he was later buried. This image is a picture of the discovery of the Mississippi River. Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo explored the coast of California in 1542. The city of St. Augustine was founded by Pedro Menendez, a Spanish explorer, on September 8, 1565. Menendez first sighted land on August 28, the feast day of Augustine of Hippo, and consequently named the settlement St. Augustine. Today, St. Augustine has wonderful beaches, deluxe hotels, historical monuments, historical reenactments, and even sometimes snow. Many different Spanish missions were established by Spanish priests in the southwestern part of the United States. Fray Junipero Serra was the most famous of all the Spanish missionaries. He and his followers established a chain of 21 missions from San Diego to San Francisco in 1769 through 1823. El Camino Real was a road that connected the California missions. It's now Coast Highway 101. The famous California missions are San Juan Capistrano and the Santa Barbara mission, called Queen of all the missions. Many states were founded by the Spanish, like California, Colorado, Florida, as we already know from before, Montana, and Nevada. many cities of Spanish origin, like El Paso, Los Angeles, Santa Fe, San Francisco, and many others. The Spanish had many mountain and river names, like the Rio Grande, the Sierra Nevada, and many others. Many modern American homes and buildings show the influence of the old adobe ranch houses and mission buildings constructed by the early Spaniards. Patio, or inner courtyard, is an attractive spot for family relaxation. It frequently has flowers, shade trees, and an ornamental fountain. A reja is iron gating on windows. Used for security or adornment, it's a traditional meeting place for sweethearts, with the young lady behind the reja and her suitor in the street below. A balcón is also known as a balcony. It's used for displaying flags and banners during celebrations. It's also used by members of the family for seeing and being seen during processions and merrymaking. Tejas are tiles made of baked clay, red in color, and used for covering roofs. An arcada is a covered passageway along the front of a building. It provides protection for the weather and stroller about town. It's known for its curvy design. This house in Schenectady, New York, has everything a Spanish house has. It has a stucco archway, a tiled courtyard. And because of this, you might think you were in Spain, or Portugal, or Italy, or Northern Africa, or Mexico. The following Spanish-inspired homes embrace the entire Mediterranean world and combine it with ideas from Hopi and Pueblo Indians, and add flourishes that would make Walt Disney proud. This is a style we call Spanish eclectic. This Spanish colonial revival bungalow in San Jose, California is described as Spanish eclectic because it has the following features: a low-pitched roof, red roof tiles, little or no overhanging eaves, stucco siding, arches, especially above doors, porch entries, and main windows. Mission-style houses, like this one, have stucco walls, arches, and other details inspired by the Spanish mission churches of colonial America. The Spanish eclectic homes built from 1915 to 1940 are the ones that resemble the slightly earlier mission-style houses. Why the sudden explosive interest in all things Spanish? According to historians, the excitement began with the opening of a canal. In 1915, gates to the Panama Canal swung open. To celebrate, San Diego, the first North American port of call on the Pacific coast, launched a spectacular exposition. The Panama-California Exposition in 1915 inspired elaborate Spanish Revival architecture, like Casa del Balboa in Balboa Park, San Diego. Casa del Prado in Balboa Park is a lavish reinvention of Spanish architecture. This image is of the Spanish Moorish Santa Barbara Courthouse. Pay close attention to all the arcs and rejas on the building. This Spanish Revival house in Boca Raton, Florida, was built in 1926. Boca Raton Resort in Boca Raton, Florida is characteristic of the Spanish Revival architecture. This Mediterranean Revival home is one of many built in Morningside, Florida. This Spanish eclectic bungalow in San Jose, California. The stucco walls and cool shaded interiors make Spanish eclectic homes best suited for warmer climates. Nevertheless, scattered examples, some quite elaborate, can be found in chilly northern regions.